Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are starting a trip from and to Chicago. We board the Empire Builder to Seattle, and then we'll head to LA on the iconic Coast Starlight. We will then head east to New Orleans on the Sunset Limited before finally hopping on the City of New Orleans train back to Chicago. So grab a beverage of your choice and join us. We start our trip by leaving the fabulous city of Chicago on the Empire Builder. Some great views you can enjoy as you leave the city. So here's a few for you to enjoy as well.
That's cheesy.
Okay, I'm gonna dig into my absolute favorite appetizer on the traditional dining plan here on the Empire Builder, and that is the lobster crab cake. So let's go for it. There's a little bit of everything. There we go.
Alright, I got the flat iron steak medium well today with the baked potato, and this is new. They brought A1 sauce, so I actually love A1 sauce. I'm going to use this quite liberally. Let's see how that goes.
Thank you.
Everybody else liked it.
It's okay if you're next door.
Alright, that's great.
Thank you. Yay!
That's cooked really well. And that sauce does make a difference.
All right, we just pulled into our first fresh air break. We are in
Winona, Minnesota.
Minnesota, so we've already zipped through Wisconsin and through Illinois, we weren't in there very long, were we?
Yeah, the first fresh air break is quite a ways after you board on this Empire Builder.
So be ready for that.
Yeah, but it is great here. A lot of fresh air. Temperature feels great.
Yeah, it does feel nice.
Love in Minnesota. One cool thing we noticed at this stop, it's a little dark out here, but we do have a special 50th anniversary locomotive on the front of this train. And we think it's the Phase 1 version. So we can't really go down there right now. It's way down there and we only have a couple minutes at the stop. So tomorrow we're gonna go check that out and let you guys see what that looks like. Pretty sure it's gonna be pretty cool looking though.
Okay, so we were preparing for bed, but we just got an alert, emergency weather alert, that said there's a tornado warning in the area until 10 p.m. It is 9:30 and it is lightning out. We've seen that for a little bit here, but didn't realize we had storms out there. So we'll be taking, the train is still moving pretty quickly here, so I don't know if we're going to be moving out of that, but we'll stay up for a little bit longer and see. All right, you can probably hear the hail now hitting. We can hear it. We're still watching, we're still moving, and we're making our next stop, so we're still progressing. Wow.
All right, the storm has subsided, thankfully for us, and we have got our bed made up. I'm about to head up here to the upstairs, and we're gonna go to bed, wake up in the morning, and we will see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning. Slept pretty well, even though it was raining outside, and came down for breakfast. Both got the eggs. I got sausage, and Allie got bacon. So we're gonna dig in and get this eaten and get our day started right.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah.
Can I get another side of fruit?
Okay, so we've gotten the burger lots of times, but this time around, they offered us bacon on the burger, so we're having a bacon cheeseburger. Look at that, that looks really good, and it smells really good. It just came off the grill, so I'm gonna doll this thing up and eat it. Very good. Thank you. No problem. It I have a picture of you as your Yeah, it does.
chocolate tour.
Sounds good.
Once we are done fueling the train, we'll then pull forward into the Havre station for our station work. Those passengers that are leaving at Havre can depart, to those ones that are boarding, hop on board, and everyone else will have a few brief moments to step outside and stretch your legs if you would like to take the opportunity. But as we are behind schedule, we're only going to be there for a few minutes. So if you do step outside, if you're not staying in Havre, please stay close to your coach and listen for any boarding calls. And if you do have any checked bags for Havre, those bags will be available a few minutes after our arrival. That's the second stop into the station itself. It's going to take us a few minutes to get those unloaded from the train and brought back to the station. They will be available for pickup directly in front of the station itself. Once again, that's going to take a couple minutes to just get them off the train here. So one more time, our Havre stop is done differently than all the others. Our first stop is going to be for fuel only. While we're fueling the train, though it's not on or off, all windows and doors must remain shut.
Okay, everyone's excited because we stopped here for a fresh air break in Wenatchee. I'm not 100% sure if that's right, but Wenatchee. And we've lost part of our train on purpose. We dropped them off in Spokane and they're off to Portland and we're off to Seattle. So we're down to one engine, and they took the sleeper car from the back and some coach cars as well. So we're down to a much shorter train, about half the size, right?
Yep.
All right, just hopped off the Empire Builder, checked into our hotel room, and usually we stay over by the station, but because we're not leaving from the station tomorrow, we thought we'd explore a little bit more of the city. So we are staying at the Hyatt Olive 8. I'm gonna give you a quick peek around the room here. This is the bathroom, nice big bathroom, very spacious, huge shower. And then you've got this nice little closet area here. Gives you a good space to store some things and even have the drawers right there. And then there's a little bench here. And you've got a little fridge, which I like, and coffee bar area. We are, of course, in Seattle, so there will be coffee provided, right? And we got the king room, so the bed looks great. That's perfect size. And we've got a really nice big TV if we were gonna watch TV. Desk area is huge. Looks like a nice ergonomically shaped chair. And a nice comfortable chair if we want to just sit and read and enjoy. And a little bit of technology in the room here as well. So all in all, it looks like a pretty good room for us to rest in before we keep going on the rest of this journey. Okay, so we are off here in Salinas for a fresh air break, stretching our legs out right here on the platform for just a few minutes, and we'll be hopping back on and we're gonna be having some lunch, and then we're gonna give you guys a little tour of our room. Okay, it is lunchtime. We're just pulling out of Salinas, California, and I thought, what better thing than to have a nice hamburger? So I'm gonna eat my burger. Got all the veggies here, got cheese, and this coleslaw for Amtrak is probably one of my favorites. It's got a nice sweet taste to it, and then you also get Terra chips with it as well. Those are really good too. And you know, I've had the burger several times on Amtrak, and I've never gotten onions, and I absolutely love red onions, so I'm excited about having the lettuce, tomato, and onion on there. And then they give you little packets. Got some mayonnaise and some ketchup, and there's also some mustard. And Rob is actually got the same exact thing. He's got a burger as well with the chips and the onions and all the veggies, and his coleslaw too. So we're gonna prepare these and eat these. We decided we'd drink some water, got some cold water also from the dining car. So we're gonna do that, enjoy the views, and continue on this incredible journey on the Coast Starlight. So we are in the observation car, and as you can see, the windows going past me here, but we're about to go right by the ocean, so I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. Okay, so we're on the Coast Starlight. I mentioned earlier I would give you a room tour. I know you've been patient, so here is the room tour. We are in a roomette, which is meant for 2 people, and during the daytime you've got your seats set up here. So here's one seat, okay, and then on this side you will also find the steps. This is step 1, step 2 to go up to the top bunk, which we'll talk about in just a minute. So that's that. Now at this seat you also have, here's your control area. This is to turn the reading light on and off. This is to call the attendant. You hold it, and then here is your ceiling lights, so turn the ones overhead, or tap to turn the night light off, or here for just off all the way around. Okay, then we've got our little table here. It folds up and has 2 flaps that open up, so it gives you plenty of space here. If you saw us eating breakfast or lunch earlier, you would have seen the table out and us eating there. And then directly across from this seat, we've got this guy right here. And at this seat, there's nothing here on the side, but there is a closet right here next to it. It's a small closet, but you've got some towels here. They give you a washcloths and hand towels, and the big towels are down in the shower itself. And then you get a couple of hangers. You can see them moving there, where you can use to hang coats or whatever you need. And if you can fit anything else in here, it's pretty narrow. As you can see, it's about that wide, so not much, just a few inches, but it gives you enough space to put something. Also, there is a hook here for jackets or towel or whatever you can hang there, and then there's another one right here. Now the air control is here up above, and then there's a little button here where you can control it for open and close, and that will help with the airflow. Now the person upstairs might be cold. Now in our case, Rob is never cold, so he's happy to have this open all the time, because if you close this, it gets fairly warm down below. And then the person upstairs, Rob, also has an extra light right here that he can use as a night light when he's up there. You also have a mirror here that you can use to get ready. And during the day we keep this bag here, but at night we set it on the floor, because that way it doesn't get in the way of the steps for Rob. And then at night you're gonna pull this lever right here, and you've got your bed up above. And now the mattress for downstairs is stored right here. This guy, he goes downstairs, and the mattress for up here is right there. It's kind of built in. So this top bunk is actually a little bit smaller than the one down below, but here's kind of everything here. And then back here, you've got this netting. And in there, you can store lots of different things. Rob likes to store various things up there, but that's what we've got there. One last thing to show you here is there is another reading light on this side, and you can turn it however you like. And then here is a temperature control. Now this temperature control is not, you know, like gonna make it the Arctic or like a furnace in here. It's a mild you know, turn for you, a mild difference for you, but it does give you a little bit of control if you want to make it a little bit cooler or a little bit warmer. And then there is one outlet in here, which is right there, and we usually carry an adapter with us that has 4 USBs on it. I'll put a link to it down in the description, but we use that to plug in all of our electronics. So we're just here in California, and I'll leave you with that. Rob's going to show you guys the bathroom, the showers.
Alright, once you get in the bathroom, all you have to do is slide that little handle and the light will light up. That lets you know you're locked in. And this is a Superliner 1, I believe, and it has the nicer bathrooms than the Superliner 2. So if you're in a Superliner 2, see if there's a Superliner 1 you can walk through. The toilets are angled, so there's a lot more space. On the other ones, they're just kind of straight, and you run out of space real quick on those. The other thing is, these faucets are much taller, a lot more room, and the water stays on when you hit it, which is really good. So this is probably, I'd say, one of the better Amtrak bathrooms. You do have 3 of them, like I said, down here, 1 upstairs. There's not many people down here, so these are almost always empty. And then the shower is right across the hall. Let's go check that out. Same deal in here. You're just gonna slide that lock, light comes on, and you do have a place for dirty towels, so no one has showered today. Have all these towels that you can put there, and kind of a seat to sit on, and a pretty big shower, actually. You've got a 2-step process here. So what they're telling you to do is to set the temperature here with number 1, and then hit the button there, push it for number 2. You do that, the water's gonna come out right there. So I'm gonna hop out before I accidentally do that, because I don't want to take a shower right now. And that's a shower in Amtrak. A lot of people ask if you have to wait, or if you have to pay, or if there's a time limit. Showers are free, there is no time limit. And quite honestly, in all the Amtrak rides I've ever taken, I've never seen anyone take a shower. I have taken them though, but I've never seen anyone else getting in or getting out of it. So if you come down here and you want to take a shower, it'll almost assuredly be empty.
Okay, so we're getting some beautiful views here. You can eat in the dining room, but today, because we're in a room where you're getting these views that you can see out the window, we thought, let's not risk it. Since we can see it from our room, we might as well enjoy our dinner and enjoy these gorgeous views out the window. So I picked the salmon, the Atlantic salmon. Look at how nice and crisp that looks, with a nice salad here, quinoa salad and ancient grains. We've got some green beans and some carrots, and this sauce is, I've had this one before and it's just really good. That sauce is real good. And then they also gave us a roll today. They don't always give you a roll, but we got a roll as well. So let me take a bite of this salmon, which I already know is good, but let's do it anyways and just make sure that it's still good. You're not gonna beat that. Eating a delicious meal and enjoying these gorgeous views. All right, we're catching another fresh air break, which we need. It's really quite lovely out here. We are in Santa Barbara, and we've seen some good views. We got some even better views coming up. The best views, guys, are between Santa Barbara and Oxnard. So make sure you do at least that portion of this trip, and you will get the very best views that the Coast Starlight has to offer. So you're on these trains for a long time. When you get these fresh air breaks, take them. Move your legs, stretch out a little bit so you don't retain a bunch of water sitting around eating a bunch of stuff. I did see one guy brought his jump rope. He was out here doing a jump rope. We like to walk quickly up and down the platform, and I've also seen people jogging up and down the platform. So there's lots of different things that you can do to get moving when you get out here. There's Rob. He's jogging past me.
We made it to Burbank on the Coast Starlight. What an incredible ride.
So we found this amazing local hole in the wall, and we are trying this food. It's pretty authentic, I think. Let's try it. All right. These are carnitas tacos. Let's see if we can eat these in a decent way. All right, it is just after 9. We're getting ready to board the Sunset Limited pulling in behind me. We're getting excited to head over to New Orleans. Okay, we stopped for our first fresh air break. We are here in Tucson, Arizona. You can see the train here behind me. We haven't had breakfast yet, but I do apologize because I was so rude and didn't even say goodnight to you last night. So we got on the train at 10 p.m. as we mentioned earlier, and basically we were ready for bed. So we just went back right to bed about 11 o'clock. So we didn't say goodnight to you. But anyways, here we are. Happy morning to you. We're gonna head to breakfast after we get our legs stretched out here in Tucson, Arizona.
Alright, we have stopped in El Paso, and it is warm here, a little over 90 degrees. But there's a big treat here at the El Paso platform. That is the famous El Paso Burrito Lady. She is right outside the train with a cooler full of burritos. You can hop off, buy one of those from her, and it will be delicious. We have stopped here in Houston for a rather long break. Got about an hour and 20 minutes. But as you can see, it has been and is still raining pretty heavily. So we're just kind of camped under this awning here in Houston. Not much we can go do, but we've been hanging out with our room attendant, D, and talking to him and having a good time.
All right, guys, we made it to New Orleans and we are in the Troubadour Hotel. It is a part of the Hilton Tapestry collection. And when you walk in, you see the bathroom right here. Really spacious bathroom. We have a corner room, so we've got city views, which I'll show you in just a second. Really a nice space here, great space here for a suitcase closet to hang stuff, and a nice full-length mirror. Not really sure what the deal is on the Desire sign, but yeah, the light is lit. And then we've got some really nice decor here, television, and there was a seal as you walked in the door, and you can see here on the remote as well where they're doing extra cleaning here in the hotel rooms. Each one that we've been in, we have noticed that. We've also got a nice little coffee bar here. There is a mini bar, paid mini bar if we want that, and we can get use these glasses and all that kind of good stuff for the bar. Look at this nice little seating area and a great couch here at the end of the bed. And then we have a nice king bed, real pretty the way it's all done up. Nice nightstands. And then we have a pretty view out here of the city and everything that's going on.
Okay, so it's our first morning in New Orleans, and Allie has asked me to find a place to go eat, which is what I usually do for us. So I found a place called Two Chicks. It is not that far away from our hotel, so we're gonna go check that out right now and see what they have for brunch.
All right, we had to decide. It's raining today. We had to decide if we were gonna walk or try to take a ride of some sort, but this restaurant is so close that we just decided to walk. So we've got an umbrella.
And we're gonna try to walk to the World
Ooh,
War
we got a
II
big puddle
Museum.
here.
Yeah, that's a big puddle.
Ooh, my.
Yeah, that's cool. So we're gonna try to walk to the World War II Museum after this, and it's about a half mile from here, so hopefully we won't get too wet because we don't really want to take Uber. We'd rather walk, but we'll see what happens.
Okay, we made it to Cafe du Monde, and I got a Cafe au lait, and we got some beignets. Now, I opened this bag, and I don't know if you can see this, but there's a giant chunk of powdered sugar here. Look at this thing. Let me see if, ooh, I can get the whole thing out. Look at this. Okay, so let's get one out of here, and let's try it. First time actually having a beignet here at the real Cafe du Monde. So here we go, Cafe au lait and beignet. Cheers. Oh my goodness. My lips are probably really white. Just ignore that. But this is actual perfection right here. These two things should always be eaten together. That's really amazing. It just kind of melts in your mouth. There's a little bit of crunchiness on the edge of it, and that sugar just whoop, sends you over the top, which makes you not need any sugar for your coffee, which I normally put a lot of sugar in my coffee if you know me. So cheers. Hope you guys enjoy watching me eating it. All right, we are at our first scheduled fresh air break in Jackson, Mississippi. We haven't been here in a while. The last time we were here, we were on a road trip all across the country. This time we're doing it by train.